So it makes sense that this individual would be promoting Trey politics, posting Trey politics. I want to go ahead and get into who exactly Trey politics is and, some of the history there, because this individual, I would argue, and funny enough, I told this story. I mean, Jake Lloyd, I called him in April of 2021 talking about getting out of America First, because it was like, what's happening? Why is this movement? Why are they promoting Trey politics? There were multiple allegations, and like credible allegations on TikTok of minors saying that he was sliding in their DMs, saying all kinds of weird shit. They were providing screenshots. And then Trey himself would say in Discords, he would say that he was dating a 13-year-old. He was 18 at the time. He was dating a 12-year-old, and he was having e-sex. Like, it's very fucked up stuff. And I would say, to the leader, what does this guy really bring to the table other than like issues? This guy's a fucking pedophile. Like, why is he in these circles? Why are you allowing this person to, wander around? Did someone say Jake Lloyd's in chat? I don't know. But yeah, I called him because he's the only person I trusted. He was kind of on the outs, and because I didn't trust any other America First groypers, and I thought Jake and I were friends. And I'm like, this is all going on. I don't feel comfortable. I've been threatened to have my life ruined and stuff, but I don't feel comfortable. And every day on stream, people were dick sucking this guy. Even when I was in Cozy, even when I was still in the cult, I was pushing back on him, constantly, exposing him. Everyone in chat that was watching back then can attest to it. There's multiple clips, multiple videos going all the way back to the very beginning with this guy. Never liked him. And, it'd be like, oh, these are allegations, whatever. And it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not trying to Me Too the guy, but it was like countless stuff. And then the guy himself said it. And then he went live on Omegle in Discord and was like talking to 7-year-olds like sexually and like very fucked up stuff. Let me go ahead and just show you a couple videos here that kind of sum up who this individual is that they're still pushing. Reminder that this guy, they would have brought on Cozy had he not, had Kai not stepped in. Kai Clips had an issue with him because Trey was the one that exposed that Kai Clips was vaxxed. He told the whole world that Kai Clips got the vaccine, and because of that, Kai hates him. Also, Kai is, one of the more like normal people on the site, and he just has always hated Trey for all this stuff. He knows, what's happening with Trey, and he said basically he would not stream on Cozy if Trey was allowed on. Here's some I guess this was a TikTok that was used to expose Trey like around April 2021, March 2021. Also, I talked to Pizza Please at the time, who was running the GTA server. He had a Minecraft server, and he also told me that there was multiple allegations made against Trey in his Minecraft server by like 12-year-olds. So.
Pull this 7-year-old girl to take a shirt off.
Let's fucking go. I'm so based. I'm so fucking based.
So there, in the first 6 seconds, it's some guy's laughing and says, Trey told a 7-year-old to take off her shirt on Omegle, and he says, let's go, I'm so freaking based.
Pull this 7-year-old girl to take a shirt off.
Let's fucking go. I'm so based. I'm so fucking based.
And there he is on Omegle with children. And they really go through these quickly. Now, you guys may remember Assistant Trey. This was, so he talked to a 12-year-old, and then he was talking to a 13/14, I don't know exactly the age, and made her his assistant. And he would sit in Discord calls, and there was no problem with him up until he would spend all like entire nights sitting in Discord calls with this 14-year-old, 13-year-old. And the only problem that America First Nick had with this guy was that he was sitting there simping for this girl. Not that he was sitting in a Discord call talking to a 14-year-old. It was that he was a simp. So he's sitting here, she's 14. He's has a spank bot in his Discord. You were on a call for 6 hours last night doing what? E-sex. This says, maybe I'll send some. This was him to his Nazi tranny girl that we showed you the clips of her. She made a TikTok. And even Nick talked about this in one of his super chat segments that Trey confirmed bought nudes from a underage tranny. So here he says, maybe I'll send you some Nazi shit. Maybe. Yes, but unironically, well, or maybe a rape kit because you'll need one. Why you want to rape me so bad? I don't. Okay, not yet. Okay, so eventually. Another one here says 27 to 30-year-old women, and he says take off the 0. Okay. Here he is talking about raping someone else. Anyways, you guys get it. Dude's a fucking weirdo, right? And this is him, and this is his 14-year-old grooming victim.
I'm gonna go back into a private call.
So that was one video, just one TikTok. We have tons of stuff here. And by the way, through all of this, the Groypers are defending him, especially Max Keeble, which there's video footage going back to October of last year, almost a year ago, where I was there saying Trey should not be anywhere near this. Fuck Trey politics. And Max Keeble, Groyper, who works for the America First Foundation, he's the one that doxed Ultros. He's, one of the top Sussy Squad members. He's one of the highest ranking Groypers. He's always defended Trey. Always, always. Going back to in that October video where we were, I was debating him and going off on Trey. Here we have in March, or not March, April, we have him here. Always defended him. Now I'm just vindicated. Okay, so it goes all the way back. This guy loves this guy for some reason. And we got a few more here. Let's just go through. And, people will say, oh, he's just edgy, blah, blah, blah. I would push back on that. I think there's quite a trend here. We got more. He's talking about having sex with this individual. I don't know this individual in particular. He's saying he's going to rape her, just paying whatever. Here he's sending someone... I don't know, a Jewish whore Holocaust orgy, very bizarre. This was the 12-year-old he was talking to. Kaylee and I are now official. Age of consent is in Japan is 13. We're moving to Japan. We got more stuff. It's just all of this just goes to show there's a trend here. I'm not, one of these. It's like, okay, it's a joke, whatever. It's like constant. All the way up until summer of this year. We just spoke to the Supreme Leader. The Lolly Express is touching down in Spain. Maids are being deflowered. Girls are being cheated on. Everything's according to plan. And roids are being taken. Funny enough, he actually is in Spain. And he posted this with I don't know who this individual is. I don't know their age. I just know that they look very small. It's a very weird photo. But on top of that, he says here that he's confirmed going to Andorra, and the reason he's there is because the age of consent is 14. Okay, so you guys get it. There's even more. It's just like a very constant trend. Going back to the October argument between myself and Max Keeble, this guy, we got this was going on, and this guy still cool. A reminder, this guy they were fine with him getting a cozy channel. Reminder, this individual, okay, so this is just him and his cat ears. But here he says, just saw child. And as you can see, it's porn.com. Just saw a child. And he posted it. And he deleted the tweet right away. But here's video evidence of them clicking on it. Tweet has been deleted. He's posting that on Twitter, and this was initially what the debate was about that me and Max Keeble had, because I'm like, okay, up until this point, everyone's like, oh, he's just edgy, it's just jokes. I'm like, okay, he posted this on Twitter. He posted this on Twitter.com, and people like Max Keeble, people like the leader of the movement continue to defend this guy, and again, I left in May of this year, May 1st of this year, 2 Telegram posts, and because of that, because of me and this guy's constant beef, it was, he's, you know, it's totally fine. He's offered a cozy channel. Kai steps in. He no longer is offered a cozy channel. Paul Escadon, the director of the film, is posting Trey's picture to ratio me, and Groypers are retweeting that. We love him. Very sick stuff. Now, building on this, this was an ongoing thing for months. I was going to leave. Me and Nick were, you know, fighting for like basically 3 months of last year, from March all the way until July when White Boy Summer happened. We weren't really even talking then. He was talking about replacing me with Trey. He threatened as much multiple times. He's younger, whatever. And he tried multiple times to replace me. He threw me a birthday party, which was just him going to the arcade, and he flew Trey out to go. And in all these pictures, is like, let's get a picture. And I'm just like, I want nothing to do with it. Never wanted anything to do with it. He flies this guy out. And then the next day, they try to get me to hang out again. And funny enough, every time I've seen Trey in person, which has been twice, we've gotten into physical fights over this stuff. For the record, I've physically fought Trey 3 times and then boxed him once. But like actual fist fights, bare knuckle fist fights, we have fought 3 times. And at my birthday, we went back to there, like there were a few of them. It was the new assistant Groyper, College Zoomer, Trey, and then Nick, and we went to the arcade, and then we're like, okay, let's just go hang out, and they had a hotel or whatever. I didn't want them at my apartment, and Trey tried to fight me. I ended up pushing him over a table. You know, there were beer spilt everywhere. It was like an entire thing, because Trey, I don't know, one of those guys got it. I don't know. Regardless, whole thing, fighting. Next day, they want to go hang out at some museum or something. I just don't answer the door. They're sitting there. They're trying to like unlock my door, trying to get in. And I have no interest. I want nothing to do with this guy. I fucking hate this guy. Always hated this guy. And and you know, he was always defended. There's text messages going all the way back of, you know, I'm a problem. Trey is not a problem. I'm creating drama. Trey, maybe he has these allegations, but it's not really a big deal. He's just edgy, that's all. He's just edgy online. There was no problem with this guy, funny enough, until this happened. Funny enough, it was a fight, constantly a fight, until this happened. He goes and he goes to college and kisses a girl. So all the pedo allegations, all the posts are totally fine until he goes to college and kisses a girl, and it gets recorded and posted online. Then he goes on and he starts, like, you know, simp posting, girl posting. She's a fucking whore. I hate her. She is a fucking succubus. She took a piece of my innocence I cannot regain. You guys are so right. I'm so sorry. This fucking sucks. I don't know how to cut her off. I'm so fucking upset. It's over. I'm done with this stupid life, effing degenerate life. And he goes back and forth. You know, he's posting with girls. He's not posting with girls. Within 24 hours, he's posting with a girl saying she's the love of his life. Then within the 24 hours, it's over. She dumped me, and he's like smoking cigs. And here is the group chat. What a disappointment. Punished incel. The college experience. LMAO. Who could have seen that coming? Jaden called it. Of all the words of tongue and pen, the saddest are these. Jaden was right again, says the leader. And it's not because of the pedo accusations. It's not because this guy's just a fucking weirdo. It's not because he's Jewish. It's because he kissed a girl at college. That was what sent him over the edge. That was the beef. And then, you know, Trey trying to get his guy back. He like threatened to jump out of the window of his dorm, and he had to get talked off the ledge. He got on top of the parking garage and said he was going to jump, and he got admitted to a mental hospital because of it and had to get talked off the edge. But that's the individual that we're talking about. That's who we're dealing with here. There's even more Discord logs of him saying similar things about this girl, that girl, underage this, underage that. It's all the same. It's just constant Discord grooming, Discord talking to underage girls. And this is, the guy who still to this day was posted to ratio me, and they continue to prop up over in America First. 1 week after the Hunter Biden defense. And, maybe people can say it's all jokes. It means nothing. I'm simply exposing this stuff, just showing it to people because they want to throw stuff around. They want to, attack certain individuals, and then they defend this stuff. They'll sit there and call themselves Christian nationalists. They'll do this stuff. Now, moving on from that, they brought on Anthony Cumia. And by the way, you can ask Jimbo, you can ask Baked Alaska. This guy also said, I swear on the Bible, that Trey Politics told all of them, the leader, and he told the leader too, that he has an entire vault of underage shit. Just throwing that out there. If the feds want to fucking do something about this freak, not that I think that they would, but just throwing it out there. He has admitted to Jimbo, Baked Alaska, the leader, all of them, that he had an entire vault full of this shit. So it's not just me talking out of my ass. It's not just me, I didn't like this guy. Jimbo has said this before. Yes. Just throwing it out there that this guy continues to be associated with America First. He was associated for months, and the only real person, Jimbo didn't like him either. I didn't like him. Really, that was it. And I'll go ahead and, I know that I've shown this before, but I think it's relevant to what's this story here.
Assistant Trey, he's even some of these people.
This goes back to
attacking
October.
People that they've been, mutuals with for months or whatever.
October.
And people who that have been longtime AF people, longer
and
than...
you can go back. All the Trey heads were banned from my Discord. They were banned from my chat. This goes back to April, when I'm like, I want out. And I was constantly telling the leader, everyone, like, this has got to change. I want out. I quit associating. I just do my gaming streams. I don't talk to these people. I don't associate with these people. And again, go back. I have all the streams from April through White Boy Summer. And even at White Boy Summer, it was kick this guy out. I was a problem because me and Trey continued to, like, literally, we got into it. We're fighting. I'm punching this dude. And it like got into a whole thing. Funny enough, Harris Walker, when I was smoking that backwood, the cigarello, which I've never smoked. Funny enough, I did that for the first time because I got into it with Trey. We get into a fist fight. Obviously, his boyfriends come and defend him. Baked was like, he's cool, man. He's cool. And Nick was like, what the fuck's your problem, dude? I'm like, you're going to continue to defend this fucking freak? You're going to continue? Like, really? This is supposed to be like a 4th of July party. And this guy's here? Why? All it does is create problems. Nobody likes this guy except them. And Harris Walker's like, here, smoke this. And I was smoking the cigarello just away from everyone because people were all pissed at me because we continued to get in fights. Because the guy, like, who wouldn't have an issue with this guy? Funny enough, this is the guy who went and pressed Chaggett on the 13-18 question, and he was talking to a 12-year-old. So here's this.
And I have even some of these people constantly attacking them are all Trey heads. It's very fucking weird. All these people, I did say this in chat. I like Harris Walker a lot. He's a good friend.
I don't like Harris Walker a lot.
It's just interesting. Veda, who I've had beef with for months.
Veda, who we still hate. This is October 18th. Veda, who we've had beef with. Fuck Veda.
All these people that are attacking these people.
The Sussy Squad. I had beef with the Sussy Squad going back to October 18th, 2021.
It is weird. I am totally on board with the critique, but militantly attacking these people all cozy up to a literal Jewish pedophile for a month. It's just weird. It's weird to me.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really know about the resurgence of the Trey heads, I guess.
Well, it's weird.
And for the record, the timeline may seem like very stretched. This guy was in and out of circles constantly. He would be there for a couple of weeks, and then I would win. I would be vindicated. The guy would disappear for like a month, and then he'd come back and he'd get accepted again. Oh, he's cool, he's funny, Trey coin rising, and then something would happen, and he, in his personal life or whatever, his mom would kick him offline, so he'd disappear for another month. So this was a very long, stretched out thing. Because again, I say April 2021. This is October. People are probably like, well, why the fuck are you even still associated at this point if you're questioning it in April? And that's because in April he's there. May and June, not there. July, he's back. Like, it was very all over the place. It's like, oh, finally, okay, I'm right. Cool, we can move on from this. And then it turned into a whole thing. And I talked about it. I pressed the leader on this during White Boy Summer, and he told me, he's like, I was just doing this to test you. I was just bringing him along to test you, when we were good, when we were friends. Then he would disappear and he'd ignore Trey, and then we would not be getting along or whatever. I wasn't a good employee, or I wasn't a good slave, and fucking bending over backwards for the movement. And he'd bring him back because he wanted me, to feel like I was replaceable. Very fucking weird. To see, Trey's posting child porn on Twitter yesterday. No one gives a fuck. Minus me and a few Jaden Gang members who happen to post anime, which I agree is cringe. But those people that are anime heads are the only people that talk about this. While you have Max Keeble and his fellow pedophile crew defending the Trey politics. They're all attacking day ones for this. I don't know. And calling them pedophiles, which is just ironic. Jaden, check Super Chats now. I don't know why they're not working, but I will check them right now. We got a lot, actually. I apologize. Let me refresh. We got a lot here. Yo! Okay, we got 3 from Jacked and Trey. I read that. 5 says, do you ever plan on getting back into politics in any way, or are you going to mainly focus on entertainment? I actually have been talking to some people about that. If I do anything political right now, I don't think me publicly would really be all that great. I'm helping a few people behind the scenes with stuff, but nothing too crazy right now. Eventually, maybe. I've told people to get involved locally. I don't know if